probably the whole thing she probably connected to and felt it was sort of young. And then when you say to a kid, you know, he's 40 and you show a picture, they think, what?
But that's good, you know, it's good for yourself. I mean, that's what you want. I mean, the track is, you know, I think it's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And, I mean, with the video, I mean, fucking hell, I mean, that's just out there. I mean, ranking to do that. I mean, did you give him just free rein with that, or did you get involved with the direction yourself or the production?
Well, we came up with it together.
Okay.
So the characters and some of the references, particularly the sailor was referencing a Jean Genet film.
Yeah.
And he's just done my new video as well.
Okay.
And we just get on really well. And I just thought it was just one of those brilliant moments for the, you know, for all the songs when it just sort of a collaboration just works and it looks beautiful and it's got a lot of layers in it and there's humour in it and there's sexiness in it. And you know, it's asking questions. You know, why women always expected to do these videos, these types of videos.
Yeah.
And I just really just thought it was fantastic and just looked so kind of epic in a way, but in a very different way. That might be the wrong word.
No, I think I know what you mean. Because it's like you say, it's when you usually see these videos, it's usually women that are being portrayed or got, you know, sexy dancers, or is what they call them, you know. But to have yourself do all the, you know, to just be the one on there and it's all you scantily dressed or whatever, you know, portraying all these different characters, I guess.
Well, that's it, you know.
It's amazing.
It was a stereotype of a stripper
in
terms of, you know, if someone goes to, let's say it's billed as a heterosexual night, so women go to see men strip, you know, you will get a businessman, a cowboy, maybe a sailor, a fireman probably, you know, all these things. And so I enjoyed playing the different characters of what they were representing in terms of, you know, the biker was sort of a bit dirtier and then there obviously, then if you enter kind of LGBT land and gay men going to, you know, what they fantasize about, then it's the same, you know. A cowboy is, you get a completely different sense to it. And then I think, absolutely, it's like, why are women expected to bare their bodies? And I thought it was interesting for me to do things like Wear a Song, which actually was from a Vivienne Westwood collection for men.
Okay, yeah.
So they're testing what gender is and why can't men wear this kind of thing. And, you know, so there was a lot going on. And then that, you know, it doesn't matter if people get that or not in the video. It's just nice for me because I feel like I've got a kind of layered thing that's kind of, I don't know, it's saying something, you know.
I mean, was that the purpose of the, you know, when you wrote the song, was that the purpose to sort of get a video to make an impact, you know, sort of, you know, a statement?
No, well, I always want a video to make an impact, and I've always loved doing my videos and been very proud of people that I've worked with over the years. I mean, they've just been unbelievable. And I don't really often come up with a video idea when I'm doing the song or creative for the video for that. But suddenly it just came to me, and I thought, well, you know, what would be a job where someone would have to hear a song a lot that reminds them of their ex? And I thought, well, a stripper.
Yeah.
So it just sort of came to me that way.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I asked it was because I know you do a lot of acting as well, so I wasn't sure, you know, when you done the song you were thinking about, because obviously you're quite a good actor as well, aren't you? So.
Oh, well, that's kind. No, I mean, it's a completely valid question, and also because I am an actor, I think that's probably why I do enjoy the videos, because I'm not, you know, it doesn't scare me to try and play a part, and also, you know, in fact, it was music videos that made me realise that I could act.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of that way round. You know, they really helped me kind of see like, oh, I quite enjoy doing this. I like it.
I mean, if I could go back to when you did the song Jealousy, I mean, I was saying to Simon, the PR guy, it's one of my top 10 of one of the best records I've heard in the last 20 years.
Oh my God.
And, I don't say that lightly. I mean, I was speaking to the Stereophonics 2 days ago. I know who they are. I know the tracks, but I was more excited about speaking to you.
Oh, thank you.
I speak to...
That means a lot.
I speak to them all. I speak to Alice Cooper recently, I was with Kathleen Jenkins.
I spoke to him. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, isn't he?
I interviewed him. He's so cool.
Oh, gosh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, he's such a nice guy, isn't he? He's, not what you expect.
What a dude.
Yeah, he is.
That song, Jealousy, it really informed this record because I did it with Richard Epp and the same writing partners, Jim and Mima Elliott. And when we did that song and when we did that album,
yeah,
we always said pretty much when we just finished it, we want to do a part 2 to this. And so that's really what this album is.
Right, okay.
Part 2, for now.
Yeah.
And because I just think it was just so enjoyable to do, and it just felt a brilliant vein for me, and we just clicked as a partnership. So it really is kind of Jealousy Part 2, which I love.
Oh, that's good that you like yourself. I mean, I don't say it lightly when I say it is one of my my top 10.
That song changed my career for me.
I think I was about to touch on that. I mean, I think it did. I think it made you elevated you from. I mean, you obviously started off in pop star, and which is good. It was a platform, and you used it to the best, and also exceeded your expectation, I guess. But Jealousy, for me, I think that transformed you from, I don't know what sort of thing, but from one sort of level to the next. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it moved it on, didn't it? And,
yeah.
And it happened so, naturally. And it's weird because, let's say, even though I'm not selling records, I mean, my first single was the biggest, fastest, whatever selling single. So I'm never going to get to that again. But I think for myself creatively, that was a game changer. And when I did that song, I sort of thought, well, I've done it. I mean, for me personally, I was like, this is the place I wanted to reach.
Yeah.
And then I floundered for a few years because I sort of had reached it and was like, well, I don't know what to do now.
Okay.
And considered stopping music. I mean, I did stop music. I just thought, well, I don't know what to do, And then I got back in with Jim and Mima, and we did the first thing we wrote was all the songs, and I kind of thought, I remember this. This is quite fun.
Yeah. I mean, I guess with Jealousy, it was like you could say it was the pinnacle of your career, but
it was weirdly in a musical sense, not in a I don't know, selling records sense. I mean, I got number 1 and sold, but there are a lot of different reasons for that, because obviously download change and all that, but just musically, I think it was brilliant.
Yeah, no.
And the reaction to this song from people that I know has been the same, if not more, than it was for Jealousy.
I'm
a barometer, I know, I can tell when people go, I love that song, I heard this, I love that video.
Yeah.
And this time round, I just got a deluge of people that, lots of them just people you don't really know that well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, bloody hell, this is okay.
This is good. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I when I got the link and I thought, hang on a minute, this is quite. And for my daughter, just put it on, repeat. She's always like Sam Smith. She's very current. I mean, she's 11, but she knows all the good acts but she, Mabel and all the rest. But let's put in your track on. It was like continuous all this morning. And I'm thinking, I've not showed her the video yet. I'm not too sure.
That might be.
But the thing is, mate, she's open-minded. She's 11. She goes to a good school, so we'll see. Like I said, the track's amazing.
My nephew saw it, and he keeps on saying, I can't believe you got your bum out. He finds it hysterical. I don't know if I would have personally shown it to him, but,
Hey-ho. It's done now. The damage is done, eh?
Exactly. I just think it's interesting that the thing he took away was he just thought it was so funny that I showed my bum.
Yeah.
I don't want to see your bum. Oh, no, I don't blame you.
How old is he? Is he younger than 11?
He's 9.
Okay. So with this, I mean, I know you said you felt like giving up writing songs or performing songs for a while. I mean, what was the catalyst? I mean, what was the, what was your purpose to get back into the studio? What sort of?
Well, it was to do a tour actually.
Okay.
Because I'd done a live gig. I was doing a show in the West End, and that was very rigid musically. So I knew I would get frustrated with that because I'm an artist. So I knew that would be the case. So I'd hear things and be like, maybe do it that way, or you know. And I didn't really have any say over the music, and that's fine because that wasn't the gig.
Yeah.
And then I did a live gig with my band, and we love each other, and the band were all like, why can't we go on the road again? And I said, yeah, no, that would be quite fun. And I'd also left my management, so
okay.
I was very free to kind of do anything. And then I wrote that song, and then because we'd all got back in the studio together, we all just said, oh, come on, isn't this time to do part 2 of the album of Echoes? And I was like, yeah, I think it is actually. And then my decision to not write as much made it even more pleasurable, because I can find it very pressured writing.
Okay.
But because the pressure wasn't on me, I then ended up writing better songs anyway, and they end up being the first few singles. So it sort of was like a win-win.
I mean, you've just touched on it. You said about you didn't have any management. I mean, did you get management for the release of this, or was it just all?
I've got a manager, and I'm with like the record company, and I do have someone that manages my music.
Right.
He was my live booker for all of my career.
Right.
So I know him very well, but I'm not. He's a one-man band, and I'm not with this sort of big management company, and so there's less pressure because they want you to make them money. And so that means that time frames are
tight,
are different, and I just, it wasn't working for me, and I was also very ill and shouldn't have been working.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I really should not have been working. So this has just worked out fantastically, and me and Jake, we just have a laugh, and he's just been unbelievable. Instrumental actually to A&Ring the record in terms of finding songs. Because I always found there was a resistance. People always wanted me to write, and sometimes I didn't want to write. But obviously, me writing makes more money, but it's not always about money. I've got to earn a living, but
yeah.
So to make the decision to not write, turn down that kind of earning capacity, but really do it for the best of the record and my well-being. So it's like everything works for the best, and then the work's better.
Yeah.
And then people love it, and then things just fall into place, and then you get a ranking video, and it just all falls into place.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you can't rush creativity, can you? You can't rush it.
No, I don't think so. And so weirdly, when it's not rushed, one is more creative.
Yeah, it's a bit of an yeah, I know what you mean. But the thing is, I mean, with the...
Well, I don't know what that is, but it's something like that.
Yeah, it's like not an oxymoronic statement. I think it's something, yeah. Paradoxical, that's the one.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you said. It's like with the machine of the record industry that they try to get what they can out of you and then get rid of you. Not get rid of you, but work you to death. I mean, I see it all the time. And
I think that can be the case, and I think it doesn't matter who the artist is. You can be Madonna, and you don't know, but Madonna might be thinking, "Oh God, it could all be over tomorrow."
Yeah.
And some of it's just being self-employed, constantly feel guilty that you should be doing more. And I kind of, it was a huge change for me when I left Strictly Come Dancing, because I left the job. There was huge jeopardy, even though it's because of my mental health.
Yeah.
I did not get a good time.
Yeah.
And people were not nice about me, and it wasn't like, oh, poor Will, and how brave to leave a job.
Yeah.
I was paid $100,000 for that job, and I turned it. I left. I only got paid between shows.
Mm.
You know, I then had to go back into treatment for 4 months.
Mm. Mm.
I didn't. I got slated, but none of that mattered because I just got better.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, my illness went, and it was like, it was a game changer.
Yeah.
Again, another game changer. I was like, well, okay, I get it. You know, and then my output was so much better, and I started doing a podcast, and I started doing mental health talk, and I'm writing a book on gay shame, and then I write, do a record, and all the output is so much cleaner.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's been quite fantastic, you know, noticing that.
I really appreciate talking to you. And I want to come and say hello in Cardiff if you're on the tour.
Will you let Simon know?
Is that okay? I'll let him know. I'll bring my daughter so she can see. You're not that old.
Yeah, she can see how old I am.
So I'll let Simon know. Yeah, and I'll come and see you before show or whatever in Cardiff. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you, my friend. It's been really lovely. Yeah, and all the best. And you stay for what you stand for. You're an amazing guy. So yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been really nice to talk to you.
Thanks, Will. I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Okay. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
You too.
Thanks, Will. Bye-bye. Bye.